Hey everybody, this is Linda, and I'm back with another DeStash today. This is going to be more parts of wedding dresses. So it's US only, PayPal only, and my PayPal account is lynnparent@yahoo.com, and I would like it to be deposited friends and family. You can either private message me or you can send me an email, which is lynnparent@yahoo.com, if you're interested. Um, so anyway, let's get started with what I've got today. Um, Here's the first one. This is lot 2, and it is the bodice of a wedding dress. So I got it upside down. Let me see what's going to be the best way to show this. Let me get that out of there. And yeah, okay. So this is a pretty big one here. And it's got a lot of appliques on it. Put my thing upside down. So just put that right there. So I'll just let you have a look at it. It's a pretty big one. It's got a lot of pearls and sequins on it, and the sequins are sort of I guess they've yellowed. They're kind of a goldish color, and I don't think that's what they were when it was first brand new. But anyway, that's the front. This is the back, so you'll get a ton of buttons. There's a lot of buttons. So that's that. So yeah, this is number 1, and I'm asking $20, and that's shipped. Well, this is lot 2. I'm going backwards with these. So anyway, this will be lot 2, and this is lot 1. This is also a bodice, but it's much smaller and doesn't have as much going on. But as you can see, it's got some beautiful appliques on it. And this is a really pretty one right here. And this has the, what do you call that? Kind of like a cording or something that's around each of the embellishments, or the appliques, I guess. As you can tell, my mind's only about half here today, but maybe you can make sense out of what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm not going to do this over. So anyway, this is the front, and then this is the back. And for some reason, and I'm not sure why, I think you can see that one button right there is not the same color as all the rest. I don't know if they lost a button and they had to find one to replace it in a hurry or what, but it's not the same color. But other than that, I think everything is good. There's a little snap right there where the, you can't even see that, where the, I guess the train snapped on. Anyway, that's this one. So there we go. I'm asking $15 for this one, and of course that's shipped. Okay, that's got the 2 bodices. Now I have some. Let's see what I have in here. I'm asking $18 for this one shipped. And this is actually not, doesn't have anything to do with the wedding dress. This is some, they were little sets of colored appliques and trims that I purchased from Lena G, All the Trimmings. That was the name of the place, the Etsy seller. And I ordered 3 of these sets from her. And this is what came in them. I never used them. Never got around to it. So anyway, if I hadn't used them by now, I guess I won't. So it was just little pieces of trims and embellishments that all sort of match together. So I'll just kind of open them up here and show you the things that came in the kit. And I think I believe they were $10 a piece that I paid for these. And you get, you really, it's like you get enough to do a page or two in a book or something. Those are pretty. Just not very much of it. And here's another piece. Here's some, this is one, okay. This is an applique. It's a pink one. I think that's pretty. And here's a piece of trim. I hope you can see this. I should have gotten a piece of paper or something to lay them on. This one's pretty. Let me see. I can use this. There we go. Does that help any at all for showing these trims, appliques? That's pretty. It's got some, looks like kind of a green tone pieces in it. And here's that little tiny one. Yeah. Okay. And then, of course, you got the pink trim, the flowers, these little balls go with it, and the ribbon. There's quite a bit in here for $10. And then this was in there. It's kind of a rose, dark, rosy color with some kind of bronze sequins. So anyway, that's one of the kits that I bought. This would be the, I guess it would have been the pink kit. So let me get this all back out of the way and I'll show you what's next. Okay, that was the pink one. And this one's blue. Get all this out. Start with the big piece and then we'll work our way to the smaller ones. Okay, this is like a collar. Here we go. That's really, really pretty. You see that? I think that's pretty. And then there was a piece of tulle or netting, whichever one you want to call it. And let's see. I don't have enough room here, really. And then here's a piece of blue velvet ribbon that looks like it's about a little over maybe a foot and a half, maybe. And this has got a little bit of dirt or something on it. It was on there when I got it, but anyway, it's not that much. This is really a pretty piece here, I think. This is really a pretty piece. I like this. And then there's this. This is white pearls, and it's sewn onto blue netting. And then it's got these little blue kind of, I don't know, kind of, they kind of changed colors from blue to sort of green, according to the way the light's hitting them. I don't know if that's showing up or not when I move it around, but anyway, it's a pretty piece. And then there's this piece is really pretty, and it's kind of a blue-green color, but it's got those same little sequins on it. So there's that. And then there's this little piece of trim. It's sort of a kind of a little braided aqua color trim. And then there's this little ribbon that's kind of ombre. Goes from kind of white down to blue. And there's another little small kind of a blue-gray applique. And the last thing in this one is this blue and green ribbon. So that's what's in the blue kit. See if I can get it all back together. I've been really busy going through my things and trying to decide what I want to keep, which I can't keep a lot because I just don't know how much space I'm going to have. And like I said before, my husband and I are going to be staying in our travel trailer for a little while before we can move into our apartment, because there's a waiting list for the apartments, but I want the one I want, and I'm willing to wait for it. So anyway, a lot's got to go. Not much is staying because it depends. Now, we really wanted to get a 3-bedroom apartment, and if we do that, then I'll be able to still have a craft room. But if we don't get one, if we have to take a 2-bedroom, then I'm not going to have a designated craft room. I'm just going to have a little small craft space. So I want to just make sure that I keep some things, but I've got to get rid of a lot of things. And it's kind of sad. It really is kind of sad, but oh, it'll be okay because I've got some other things coming up anyway, like a new granddaughter that's going to be coming in May. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be doing some babysitting. So I won't have as much time anyway, I don't think, for crafting. So I'm not going to be trying not to be too sad about this deal because, I mean, it was my choice. I wanted to move, so to be by my grandbaby. So, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So anyway, this is what I have to do, and I'll gladly do it. Okay, so this is the pink, the white set, and this is beautiful, and you could use it all as one piece, or you can cut it up into separate pieces. And it's got a big what is that, sheer fabric here in the middle, and then this is the big piece down here. Now I don't know, this might show up better on the blue. I don't know, I can't tell. It's really pretty. What is that? It's a piece of, yeah, just a piece of string. So there's the big part of this. I'm just gonna fold it back up. Now here's this is a beaded applique, and it's white with some gold trim around the edges of it. Here's a white beaded applique. It's a little stiff. This one's a little stiff, but it'll glue down. This is a piece of trim. Looks like it might be just about 12 inches. And here's a piece of lace. And this lace has a little bit of discoloration right here on it, and I don't know why. Looks like she might have tried to dye it. Maybe she had dyed some and cut it off there. I don't know. Anyway, it's got a little bit right there on the end. Here's a little piece of trim. It's just, yeah, this side. And there we go. Here's another piece. This is really pretty, but it's got some beads that are loose right there, and but that's a pretty piece there, except for those little beads that are loose. And there's a string. I'm not going to pull it. I think it goes. Let's see. I think it goes this way. Get a hold of it. Maybe not. Yeah, I can wiggle it. Anyway, there's a piece that's loose right here. So there's that. And I'll tell you what I see when I see it, so you'll know. And this is sequined applique, sparkles. And this is really pretty. This is really pretty. It's a piece of it's appliques, and it's on a piece of this of sheer like this fabric. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, and then there's this big thing here. This is kind of stiff too. I don't know. I don't really know what you would do with this. I wondered about that when I got this stuff. What would you use this thing for? It's kind of bulky. I mean, maybe in some sort of mixed media or something. You could use it. I don't know. Anyway, this is the white kit. And so that takes care of these. Get it all back in here. Oh, yes. And there was this flower that came in there also. It's stretchy. I don't like this thing here. I don't like that. But it came with the kit, so there it is. Just saying, I don't like it. I like the rest of the stuff, but I don't like that. So this is the white one. And this is the blue one. And I need to put the pink one back in the bag. And just in case you would want to order some other kits, I'll put the card in there too that came with these. And I believe these were $10 a piece. Could have been $8, but I think they were 10. So, what did I do with mine? And this is going to be, oh, this is lot. I'm not organized. Can you tell? I'm not organized. This is lot 3. $18. Put that back in there. And now for the last one that I'll be showing today, and this is going to be lot 4. That it? Yeah. And this is $10 shipped. There's a lot of odds and ends in this. It's just kind of a little of this and a little of that. And so there's an applique. Two of these appliques. Are they the same? No, they're different. But I do think I have 2 of each. Or maybe not. Anyway, here's some appliques. They're kind of long. See how I can best lay these out so you can see them. Okay, there's 3 of those. Those are the same. There's those 2 I think are the same. And then there's this one. And then there's this. And then for appliques, there's also some flowers in here. Let's see what else in here. Here's a piece of an applique here. And there's one. And then there's all these little flowers, which I think are nice to have. I like the flowers because they're easy just to hot glue on your projects wherever you might want them. So that is the appliques from a wedding dress. Let me pick all these up and move them over here. This, I believe, is a collar. Let's see, which is the right side. This, I think. I think this is a collar. So I guess it would go this way. Can't tell you. I don't know how it would go, but this is basically what it looks like. You can cut it apart and use it, but it's pretty. I don't know where it came from. But anyway, that's the collar. Then here's some pieces of, I think I probably cut this off of something. It's what, Battenberg lace, I think is what they call this. I'm not sure. There's 2 of these pieces here. There's 2 of those. And then there's this bigger piece. Let's see. This big piece here. It's pretty long. You could cut it off right there if you wanted to. It's probably what I would do. And then here's another piece of this bottom here. So I must have used that flower, since this is, I don't remember what I used it for, but I must have used it. And then there's this piece, and evidently I cut that part off, but anyway. So that's that. Let me put all this back in here together. Then here's some more pieces, just kind of random pieces, I guess. I don't know where they came from or what they came off of, but this is probably something that I found at the thrift store because it just looks like a bunch of the same thing. So I'm thinking that's probably, this is the opposite side. So that makes like that. Do I have another one of those? Nope. Looks like, yeah. There's another one of those. And where does this go? How does this go? Yeah, okay. And this one goes here. So, looks like there's 3 of each. Okay. So that's like sets, I guess, that go together. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you get those. Oh, here's some more wedding appliques. This is quite a big little, quite a bunch for $10. I didn't realize I had so much in there, but I did. So here's some more appliques. Now these appliques are still attached to the satin, and that's probably because it was on the seam and I didn't cut them apart. So you get those. And then there's this, and I was experimenting with this and kind of like the way it came out. This is the piece of, I think this was a piece of wedding dress trim, the hem of a dress that I cut off. And I don't know how much is here, but I'd say probably 1.5 yards at least of this. And some of it's like right here is where I cut, but it's more of like a remnant. But there's a good part of it that's whole. Most of this is all whole here. It's just on that one end down here that I cut some off. So there's that. And then I was experimenting with my Copic markers, and I colored it, and it took the color really, really well. You can see that. I was just playing around with some Copic markers, and I colored that. And then I had this piece, and I don't know where it came from, but I threw it in. I used my Copic markers on this also, and then on top of that, I put some diamond stickles, and it sparkles, and I just thought that turned out really pretty. You can cut that out and use it on something. And I didn't put any stickles on this, but I don't know why you couldn't put stickles on it too. I think you could. Oh yeah, you can, because I did this. I did put stickles on one of these roses here. I put stickles on that. So yeah. So anyway, this is lot 4. And I don't know what I did with it. Where did I do it? Yeah. So this is lot 4, and I want $10 shipped for this one. And yeah, so that's it for today. So if you're interested, please email me instead of messaging me. I might miss that. If you'd email me at lynnparent@yahoo.com and let me know what you want. And then this is also my PayPal information, lynnparent@yahoo.com. And please deposit friends and family. So, okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.